Joe Wheeler here with Jay Baby Cage, and Bryan Jaccobs has got a big matchup against you coming up tonight. Want to get your thoughts on this contest?
Well, first off, I'd like to say thank you not only to NAWA, but to our Lord and Savior, Jesus the Christ, for allowing me to show my talents off to these great fans. But as far as my opponent, Bryan Jaccobs, let me tell you, I've shared a locker room with this guy, and I've got to see him wrestle. He is a formidable opponent, but I think I'm just a little bit better, and I'm looking forward to beating him tonight.
All right, we're going to find out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from Jay Baby Cage as he's set to take on Mr. Undeniable Bryan Jaccobs right here on the show. And that match is coming up between these two young up-and-coming prospects here. Jay Baby Cage versus Mr. Undeniable Bryan Jaccobs coming up right here only on NAWA Championship Wrestling.
Joe Wheeler here with V.S.P, and you guys are supposed to be getting a title match against the Allens, but for some Allentown clause, this is going to be a non-title match. Want to get your thoughts on it?
Yeah, we aren't surprised. See, Allentown always has these tricks. They always have these little things that they like to do in their contracts, but Robert Allen and Stephen Allen, they're just like every woman that's ever dated Joe Wheeler. They have bad taste in men. See, they're sending Justin Kindred Allen out there. He's not even really an Allen brother. He won't even drop his other last name. If you want to go against the team of V.S.P, Mike Maughan, and Curtis Robertson, you better come better than just half brothers. Tell him, Curtis.
It's not even about the Allens at this point. It's about the NAWA management. We never got a return match against the Moonshine Express when that dirty old man, Boogie Woogie Jimmy Valiant, cheated us out of our tag team titles, and we're supposed to be getting that match tonight. We've beaten everybody else over and over and over again, but we're just going to have to beat the Allens one more time, and then maybe we'll get our title shot. Peace out.
Well, you just heard from V.S.P, and they are not happy about this main event match being a non-title tag team match against the Allens, as Steve Allen has suffered an injury and Justin Kindred Allen will be filling in. But that is your main event this week. Tag team action. V.S.P taking on Robert and Justin Kindred Allen right here in your main event on NAWA Championship Wrestling. And ladies and gentlemen, we're down in the ring now for your opening contest this week. It's singles action. As you know, that's Jay Baby Cage entering into the ring right here. And he's going to be taking on Mr. Undeniable Bryan Jaccobs. Welcome to the episode NAWA Championship Wrestling. I'm your host, Michael Elliott. And man, we got a big episode. As you know, we got a big main event, non-title match between V.S.P and the Allens. And this huge singles match right here between two up-and-comers, these two young athletes who are trying to make a name for themselves here in NAWA. And both men needing a victory to get their climb up the rankings started. Both these guys have great potential. There's Bryan Jaccobs. He doesn't have the best attitude towards the fans. And you got Jay Baby Cage, who the people love. It's going to be interesting to see which of these men can pick up the victory, whose style is going to prevail. As our official Mark Foley checks out both men before this action gets underway. There's the bell, and this match is officially started. Jay Cage versus Bryan Jaccobs. We got a collar and elbow tie up here. Oh, just throws him down face first onto the canvas. Bryan Jaccobs just ate a mouthful of that mat. Oh, ducking under this time is Jaccobs. He goes to that waistlock, but a reversal from Cage. Headlock takeover, gets him down. Jay Baby Cage getting the better of the exchanges here early on in this matchup. Mr. Undeniable working his way back up to his feet. Trying to break free. Not able to do so yet, but throws him into the ropes. Takes him down with a huge shoulder tackle. Going for a hip toss, but no, big knee. And now Cage sitting up for a suplex. Here we go. Up and over he goes. And Jay Cage looking unstoppable. He's not going to be denied that victory. Drops an elbow. Wait a minute. I'm seeing a pattern here. That's like 4, 5, 6. He dropped 6 straight elbows, and now he's going up to the top rope. Oh my God. Cage now taking his time, dropping that elbow off the top rope. 2, no. I thought that could have very well ended this matchup, and that would have not been a good showing for Bryan Jaccobs if he would have got pinned right there. But Jay Cage is just kind of overwhelmed Mr. Undeniable so far, picking up in a fireman's carry. Oh, and they're just raking him right in the eyes, and you know, Steve Swift, there's no good defense for a rake to the eyes. And now, Jaccobs using those feet, takes him down. That rake to the eyes has turned the tides of this match real quick. Jaccobs not really happy with our official, telling him how to count. Now look here, choking him right in front of our official. He does have until the count of 5. But just wearing Jay Cage down, taking the oxygen right out of his lungs, restricting him from breathing there. Now Bryan Jaccobs has him in the corner. Oh, and a big shot right there. Cage now being thrown into the turnbuckle. Oh God, a spinning double spin knee there. Put a little extra force into it. Suplexes him right over. Didn't hold on for the pinfall attempt there. But now he's hooking the leg. Not enough. Jay Cage fighting with everything he's got. Now just clamping on this hold. It's Mr. Undeniable trying to wear down Cage as much as he can. Trying to control him, but he's kind of letting him get back up to his feet. But he takes him right down with a handful of air. Throws him right down onto the mat, and our official trying to reprimand Jaccobs, letting him know he blatantly saw him do it. Only gets a 2 count though. Now Jaccobs with another forearm shot right to the face. Irish whips Cage into the ropes. Swinging neck breaker. Down go both men. From the force of that move, from the impact, taking them both down. Jaccobs. Cage starting to move around a little bit here. Our official Mark Foley's up to the count of 4. Both men stirring around. Looks like they're going to get back to their feet before the count of 10. They do. Jay Cage with a drop kick there. He's fired up now. A second one for good measure. Is he going to go for a third one? No. Big body slam. Slams him right down. Cage going for the pinfall. Looked like he was kind of, didn't know what to do next. Only gets a 2 though. Cage getting the people behind him, setting him up for that devastating lariat that we've seen. Oh, Ducks under reversal, drops him face first right across the knee. Ducks under. Cage comes, oh, he cries! Big lariat, 2 and 3. And Jake Baby Cage picking up the win over Mr. Undeniable Bryan Jaccobs with that deadly looking lariat. Took his head right off his shoulders. And Jay Cage picking up a huge victory here in singles competition. What a way to kick off this show. Jay Baby Cage the victor. Bryan Jaccobs doesn't have to hold his head low. She'll put in a good performance, but Jay Cage was just too much for him.
Wrestling, rock, pop, books, films, TV, boxing. All of this is covered on Steve Swift's Rambling Reviews. I am he, Steve Swift, a UK guy, What you get is all of that, and a funny voice, and even a funnier face. See? Steve Swift's Rambling Reviews. Come to me. I've got a review. Just for you. Ta-ta.
You gotta order this, Jimmy Valiant, yes, WWE, Jimmy Valiant blueprint to become a pro wrestler. Everything that you need to know, Big M, everything you need to know, Big Joe, is in this right manual right here. Everything to be a great professional wrestler. You name it, it's in here. Order one now. Hey, at jimmyvaliant.weebly.com or go to jimmyvaliant.outlook.com. Everything right here. What does that say, Big M?
Everything you, that's me, not Captain Joe, will need to know about becoming
this?
a great professional wrestler will be found in this manual.
Order now. Oh yeah!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking with us through that very quick commercial break. It is now time for your main event here this week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. And we got tag team action as we've got two great tag teams here. A set of the Allens, Justin Kindred Allen and Robert Allen, taking on former tag team champions V.S.P. That's Mike Maughan, and a throwback, Curtis Robertson. V.S.P., they were expecting a tag team title rematch against the Allen brothers, but unfortunately Steve Allen suffered a very serious shoulder injury and is unable to compete here this week. So Justin has stepped in, and this has now been made into a non-title tag team match here, which V.S.P., if you heard earlier in the show, they are very upset with that decision. They feel that they are owed a shot at those tag titles, even though they've been kind of on the downslide since losing them. But they do have a little bit of a gripe. They should have gotten an automatic rematch against the Moonshine Express, but that is yet to happen. And it is still not happening because this match, as I said, is a non-title affair here. But you got to think, oh, there's Mason. Steve's out here as well with that bum shoulder. But you got to wonder, can this combination of the Allens overcome V.S.P.? Because as we all know, Justin Kindred Allen is the current reigning NAWA heavyweight champion, and his focus has been on singles competition for a while now. It's been a minute since he's been in tag team action. But can they overcome V.S.P? And you got to, you know, V.S.P should have a tag team title match at some point, but definitely if they can win here today, they are definitely going to be undeniable, so to speak, for a shot at those tag titles. Look here, back and forth between Curtis. Look here, handful of hair. And you got to wonder, the fans, they absolutely hate all four of these men. They hate both of these teams. So who do you think the fans are going to get behind in this match? Are they going to cheer for V.S.P? I find that hard to believe. Are they going to cheer for the Allens? I find that hard to believe. Oh, look at that. Robert Allen taunting Curtis Robertson there with that shove to the face with the bottom of his boot. And there you see the other two Allens, while they may be injured and outside the ring, they're still here and they can still play a factor in this matchup. That's something VSP's gonna have to keep in mind. But Robertson now shoots Allen in, takes him down. Does Robert? They don't call him the Allentown Bruiser for nothing. Leapfrog from Robertson, going for the hip toss, not able to get it, reverses. And Robert Allen putting on a clinic here against Curtis Robertson so far. And now look here, shot right there into the side of the rib cage. And continuing to just taunt. The throwback is Robert Allen. And you see Robertson trying to grab the wrist of Robert Allen, but there he goes right into a hammerlock. Spins him around, shoots him into the ropes. Oh, go behind does Robertson. And now picks him up. Big body slam. And you hear the fans, they're actually cheering for VSP. That is not something I expected to hear. But Allentown has left such a bad taste in the fans' mouth here in NAWA for a long time. I don't know if they'll ever get behind the Allen brothers. And now Mike Maughan is in. And the heavyweight champion, Justin Kindred Allen, slowly making his way into the ring. It's like charging in, ducks the clothesline. Oh, drop kick. And he's backed him up into the corner. Mike Maughan. Look here, Curtis usually would throw a little cheap shot in there. Drop toe hold from Maughan into that front face lock. Look here, rolling a little gator roll from Mike Maughan. Rolling him away from the ropes. This has got to discombobulate Justin Kindred Allen, just rolling his brain around. Oh, Maughan dropping that knee right into the sternum. And Maughan is definitely, oh, wait a minute. Steve Allen grabbing the boot. Or Mace, I couldn't tell which one it was, but someone grabbed the boot of Maughan, distracted him for a minute, but not long enough. Reverse that into a power slam. Robert Allen coming in to break up the pinfall. Now VSP making a tag. Curtis Robertson now the legal man. Shot to the midsection. Big knee lift. Down goes Kindred. Only gets a 2 count. Now Curtis picking Kindred up off that mat. Stomps his toe. Tags in Robert Allen. Comes in, takes a big hip toss. Misses the elbow drop. Allen out of the way, and now just, look at that, slapped him a little bit before throwing those punches. You see the arrogance coming from Robert Allen here in this matchup. Blocks it, does Robertson, takes him down with that chop. That overhand chop put him right down on the mat, and in comes Maughan. What are these two idiots doing? Here we go. Rams him. Rams his head right into the chest of Robert Allen, and now back in comes Kindred. He's getting the better of Maughan right here. Oh, look here, just powered him up and took him to his corner, and now big right hands. Back in comes Curtis. And they're just working over Kindred in the corner. He's still fighting with what he's got, what he can. Grabs that side headlock out of desperation. Off the ropes, ducks under another one. Oh! But Maughan was right there with that drop kick, made a blind tag, but right there in the corner, Robert Allen able to push him right off. If that might have been on the other side of the ring, that could have been the end of this non-title match here. Oh, look at that, Robert shoving Justin out of the way, and Mike Maughan takes a spill out to the floor right in front of all three of the Allens, and they're just ganging up on him. They're fighting. Maughan, he's scrappy. He'll fight with anybody. And out from behind, there's Kindred. The numbers of the Allens just too much for Maughan to take on. As Justin slams him head first into the apron, getting the action back into the squared circle. Able to kick out is Maughan at 2 there. Allen now trying to get Maughan up to his feet. Maughan trying to work his way to his partner, but not able to do so. And now look here, just taking him into the corner. He's definitely on the wrong side of Allentown. Spinning. Elbow there right into another one from Justin. Headbutt off the ropes. Pinfall attempt here. Only gets a 2. And now just choking Maughan with his shin. Our official, Dalen Kingsley, trying to get to control here. You can tell both of these teams, they don't like each other one bit. Look there, just going right after Curtis. And the Hyenas are jumping all over Mike Maughan behind our official's back. Curtis has got to get out on the apron so our official can turn around. And now Kindred Allen coming in, putting a boot right across Maughan's face and throat area. Mike Maughan really taking some punishment here. Smart move by Kindred Allen to apply that front face lock, putting his weight right across the shoulder and the neck, making Maughan work for it to get back up to his feet. But Maughan trying to go for a suplex here. Pushes him right back into the corner. I thought Maughan was going to power his way back over to Robertson, not able to do so. Oh, big right hand, another right hand, but Robert Allen just jumping all over him. And Maughan goes down. Maughan is in desperate need of a tag here to his partner, the throwback. The Allens have sequestered Maughan into their corner, and they've done a great job of just cutting the ring in half and just piling on the punishment here. Back in comes Robert Allen. He is the legal man. We're going to get a double team move here. Shoots him in. Out goes Robert. Elbow to Justin. Maughan catches him with a boot, but Robert Allen trips him up. I thought Maughan was going to get over there and make that tag. Now Robert Allen with a pinfall. In comes Curtis to make the save. Mike Maughan has got to do something, but every time he gets an opportunity to make that tag, the Allens are right there to just grab him, cut him off, put him back down on the mat, and now Robert Allen continuing to wear down Maughan here. Maughan kind of slipping away, our official checking to make sure he's not out of it. He has taken a good amount of punishment, but he's still there. That arm didn't go down for the third time. Maughan pushes Robert Allen off. But Allen there with a drop kick to stop Maul from reaching out and making that tag. And now just running his face right across the top of those ropes, making a tag into Justin Kindred Allen. Leapfrog, kicks him, throws him right into his partner, makes the tag to the throwback. He's the freshest man here in this match. Drop kick from Robertson. Ducks under. Big boss man slam. 1, 2, and Robert Allen right there with that boot. Robertson, full Nelson slam. Throws Robert Allen down. Mon, he's still in the ring. Kindred Allen and Robertson are the legal men. Whoa, wait a minute. Steve Allen once again tripping up Mike Mon there. Oh no, Kindred Allen now from behind. Boxing those ears. We're going to get a double team move here from the Allens. No! Robertson moves. Allen kick Justin, big spear. Man, the action's going crazy here. In this main event right now. Allen. Ghetto blaster from Robertson. Steve Allen, 1, 2, 3, and there's your winners. V.S.P. and Curtis Robertson has just pinned the NAWA heavyweight champion. He's just pinned the heavyweight champion here of NAWA. And V.S.P. picks up a huge win. They should definitely be in line for a shot at those tag team titles. But wait a minute, we got an argument here, it looks like, between the Allens. I mean, V.S.P. I think Maul was telling him, you got to cash in right now. Your Bunkhouse Stampede win. And let's get those tag team titles back. Curtis did win the Bunkhouse Stampede. He does have an opportunity to cash in. But I think their argument may have delayed that cash in, and now looks like a little bit of friction here between V.S.P. even after this huge win. The NAWA Heavyweight Champion was pinned, but ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have this week. We'll see you next week. So long for now.